All right, we're live. Going to bring you up over here. I'm going to finish this bearing cap here tonight, I think. I want to bring you up on this other phone so I can see what's going on. For those people that are watching later, this is a whole lot more fun if we do this live and you join us. So when I go live most evenings lately, not too bad of a day today. A little bit of a short day on Wednesday for me. Tomorrow's the long day. Brandon's here. Who else is here? TD, welcome. Haven't seen you in a bit. CC is here. That's good. So right now I'm just having a quick cup of coffee in case you done made it. Good. Yes, good evening, good evening. So, might do a little bit of cleanup here while we're messing around. Edwin made it. That's great. There's other people that made it. Who else is here? Bob is here. Good. What we learned, TD, I don't know. What I'm thinking about this, and I'm sitting here thinking about it, and maybe we'll learn. Well, maybe we'll all learn something, and maybe we're just gonna shoot in the dark on this. I don't know. Actually, you know what? Let's move this off here. Over there for the moment. Don't think I'll need this. I'm kind of hoping to actually install this tonight. Don't know, but that's what I'm hoping. Can't guarantee anybody's going to learn anything. You guys may learn nothing. I might learn everything. Good for me, bad for you. Not the objective, but you never know. Any work on James today? Any word? Yes. So 11 people here. So yes, there is an update on James, and unfortunately he's had another setback. That guy cannot catch a break. I guess his ankle got messed up again, some infection or whatever. So he's just not catching breaks. But as of last night, his vitals were better, and yeah, his wife said his vitals were better, and he really does hope to return pretty soon. And apparently, I need to give a shout out to James's dad, who has been watching the stream. Welcome, even though I don't know you, and it is fun having James around, and we really wish him well, and we're really hoping for him to pull through, Bandmill Bob says, had a long day driving in the rain. 2.5 hours, Little Rock, and then back. Doc cut 2 more stitches out, and I have 2 more to go. Two and a half hours to Little Rock. Wow. Okay. All right. So the plan here is cornea transplant. Yeah, eyeballs. I don't do eyeballs. Definitely one thing I don't do. See, the thing is, like, you can shape this now kind of however you want, and I'm not even sure what's the best shape, So I'm not even sure a ramp is actually the best shape. Either way, what we got to do is make it pretty even. So I guess we can just find a... I guess I can use this to grind with. Well, don't need this anymore. Here. Kleenex box we can put over here. This right now. Those right now. This and this right now. Clean off my burr here. Hey Ed. I have not seen the next version of it. I still haven't been, I just haven't had time to contact Eric. I need to get that going. I know I do. What's in my... No, just coffee. It's a little on the light side, but whatever. Yeah, a lot of people love the LASIK. And let's put the coffee over here so I don't get stuff in it. So let's see how this grinds. And then I want to get some gloves. Low on gloves. That grinds nice. Yeah, 1.5 inch blades is different than 1.25. Yeah, that's for sure. That's it, like a completely different ball game. Most likely from tooling it wasn't disinfected. Bob, it's a good point. But that's terrible, TD. Real question is, how picky are we going to be here? Truth is, I could probably fill in a couple of little spots here. Of course, I haven't even checked what the deal is here with the piston. You know, does a piston even fit? Who knows? There. Show you guys what I did. I think this side is better. Let me vacuum real quick. I think I'm going to mix up a little bit more. Just want to add just a little bit, a couple of spots. Actually, before I do that, let's check with the piston. That's the intake, that's the exhaust. If it's going to hit anywhere, it's going to be there and there. I think I still want to add some. Just tiny amount. Tiny amount. Black. Where's the tube of black? Right here in front of me. Jeez. Jeez. I realize that this is like absolutely insanely picky, but I'm going to do it anyway. Picky might not be the word for it. Petty might be the better word. Let that set there for just a minute. This will actually set pretty quick. Yeah, just filling depressions. We're back. What I missed. I'm just filling depressions in with some quick steel. For those people that missed it earlier and are wondering, James has had a bit of a setback. He's got an infection in the previous in the foot. He can't catch a break, but supposedly, according to his wife, last night his vitals were good. So, they're hoping to wean him off the meds and everything, like tomorrow, I guess. We'll see how he does tonight. So shout out to James's dad, who I know has been watching. If you're watching and listening, welcome, and feel free, if you can, feel free to type in stuff. It's fine. You can ask me questions or say hello or heckle or anything else. James Faust. He's the unofficial moderator around here. He's about as unofficial as anybody gets. He went in for ankle surgery, and he's let's put it this way, he's having a rough go of it. So way, way, way too many serious complications for ankle surgery. So we're waiting for this. Actually, I can go wash this when we're waiting for this to set. I wonder this here. So I'm going to have to clearance the skirts or something. So there is that. Not by much, though. Before major oral surgery, not generally, TD. Not generally. If somebody's swollen, they're having a spreading infection, then it makes sense to get them on antibiotics before having a tooth out. Again, this does not constitute dental advice. I'm not all that all that stuff. TD, one of the things about dental surgery is that you're literally doing surgery in a sewer. The mouth is like the dirtiest place on earth. So antibiotics regimen it will not necessarily help that much, you know? So I'm pretty careful about using too much in the way of antibiotics with people. Hey Terry, welcome. I'm just gonna go wash this off in the sink, and we're gonna do some polishing while waiting for that to set up. All right, now I'm gonna spend some time with some Scotch-Brite here on this thing. Yeah, antibiotics, just like a lot of medications, are really a double-edged sword. They can be wonderful, um, but man, they they have issues, you know. Work. Maybe not. Okay. This is awful. Yeah. Ah, yeah, shiny. Don't want to be one-eyed Jack. All right, now I'm gonna go wash this again. The I do like that stuff. Scotch-Brite works really nice. It cleans it up really nice, very shiny. But now I need to, because that's an abrasive, so now I really need to wash it like crazy. I'll be back. Good? David made it. Welcome. Still working on this 350. Taking it real easy, taking it real slow. Getting there. I want to do, where does it bind? Go in here and make a little mark so I can see where it's binding. I need to grind. They've all stuck. This is pretty clean now, so we put that over there. Yeah. What am I doing? I'm just clearancing the piston skirts at this point. Sorry, the skirts of the cylinder, the head skirts. Again, really, I don't know what's too much and what's not enough and all that. I'm kind of going by feel here. Hey, Ed's here. Okay, good. And Bill showed up. Hey, Bill. Sitting home watching Survivor. The wife went to bingo. Okay. Yeah, more grinding. I like that slow and easy. Say, what about James? Yeah, James has had another setback. Haven't heard about Tim and Larry and Ken. I don't know where they are and what they're doing, but James has had a setback. He apparently his ankle got reinfected, so he just seems to be having a pretty rough go of it. But last night, his wife told me that his vitals were strong, so there is that. Some pieces I want to get rid of over there. That looks better, though. To see if the skirts are clearanced enough here. Answer is no, not quite. Pretty good on that side, a little more there. Definitely a bundle more there. Now we're more even. You could possibly argue that this has, like, no bearing on performance. I have no idea. And there's no way for me to test it, you know? We hear you fine, Bill. All right, what's going to be, so yeah, lots of prayers to James, yes. Yeah, his ankle got reinfected 2 weeks after surgery here, so he's just not catching a break, that guy. But I like I said, his wife said that last night his vitals were good, and hopefully we may hear from him tomorrow, which would be good. But he's just had, like, way too many complications for ankle surgery. So, thoughts and prayers to James, of course. And if anybody feels compelled to pray for him, I'm sure he'd appreciate it. His wife said that the whole family's there, and I guess they have. She seemed to indicate that they had a pretty supportive family, so that was really good. Snow bomb cyclone in the Midwest. Yikes. All right, let's see if it clearances now. Not quite. It's on the exhaust side that it's not clearancing. So keep going. No, I didn't get the 288. I'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, Polly was quiet yesterday while she was on my shoulder. Sometimes she's quiet, sometimes she's loud. But it's either or. We really like it when she makes the nice, calm, cute birdie noises, but that's not all the time, you know? Aha. So just looking at it, it looks like it needs more ramp. Yeah, the idea is to have a nice smooth transition from the intake to the transfers. Figuring out how to get that is tricky, obviously. So I'm just trying to look at the flow in here and be like, okay, what would be best? I want to minimize space here in the transfer case, so I don't want to take away too much, because the whole idea of putting the JB Weld on here is to take up some room in the transfer case. But it sure looks like this bump here that I made, because I made it kind of flat and then a 90-degree kind of up. So this is like I used a ball end carbide here to make like a chamfer, essentially. A rounded chamfer. But, you know, just right in here, this edge right here looks like it's just a little too sharp. So I want to ramp that a little bit. Today I worked on a whole new Dremel setup. Tools, bets, clean out junk. Yeah. CC, you have a single yellow head Amazon. Always noisy. Yeah. You have an Amazon. That's wonderful. Cool bird, huh? My Polly is noisy like anytime, whenever she feels like it. Yeah, I don't like the idea of turbulence, TD, so... I think this is most definitely the part of the fun and interest of these Husky 350s. You can do so much with them. And like, I mean, just till your heart's content, you can just keep fiddling with these darn things. Too much would leave. Make him, he might run like a 372. You never know, you know. Facebook was down for a while. Glad YouTube didn't go down. Yeah. So, you know, you don't know what these can run like. You just never know. The whole turbulence thing is a great topic. I'm not really into porting theory. I just want to make this kind of smooth. Now, you could certainly, it can certainly be argued that a roughened surface adds to the atomization and all that stuff. I don't know. See how it looks now. That's fine. That's good enough area, certainly, to get the flow going. Yeah, and that's even enough left to right that it won't be a problem. I do want to get rid of. I do want to get rid of this though. Hang on. I was just getting rid of the sharp corners at the edges here. Stick with my 359s. Yeah, I know, David. You like your 359s. Fake Buck, we don't like it anymore. Too much meanness and just type drama. We deleted our accounts. Yeah, TD, I know. I know how you, for whatever reason, just so much political stuff goes on there, and it's too much for me sometimes. So I don't post that much. There you go. .359s and 350s can turn a lot of RPM. They both turn lots of RPM. So what you can do is just look in and be like, okay, you like that flow or you don't, whatever. I guess we'll try it in one more time here and actually see if the piston fits. Yeah, I can show a close-up here. Can you guys see that? It's an aluminum base. Aluminum head, aluminum base. So right now I just want to see and make sure that the piston actually clearances this. You know, that's really what I want to see right now. I think this is actually an aftermarket base. The OEM is also aluminum. This is one of those parts that I'm not convinced that there's any difference, you know. So the biggest question here is, does the piston clearance I can tell if it clearances just like this. It's tight, but it clearances. That's about bottom dead center right there. And we got clearance on that side. Yeah, we have basically even clearance on both sides. So, how's that? It from the Shangguan province? Sorry, Ed, I'm not following. But yes, it clearances. That's fine. What's the temperature rating? I don't know. Not really worried about it. Mainly because remember this part of the head. I mean, this is attached to plastic, right? So this part is not going to get that hot. It's constantly being refreshed with fuel and air charge, so it's just not going to get that hot. A mill out a 30 by 40 building, Bob. That's a serious, serious job. The next question is, ideally I got to measure all these. Ah, so now we have the issue of bolts, head bolts. $235,000, and this is this back side. $255. So that will indeed 253. So that will indeed clear. That will be all right. JB Weld on the cylinder where I overground the transfers when porting an open port 350. Holding up fine so far. Good. $245. Again, that'll be fine. I got to check the others. I don't know if I can physically get to them. I know what I can do. I'm going to put both of these bolts down. Those are as far as I go. Now I'm going to remove it, just in case the bottom bolts that come through are actually interfering. Okay, so now I can take the bottom bolts out. I have to take the piston out, of course, and check the clearance on those. Remember, there's a base gasket in here, too, helping with any clearance issues you might have, you know. If they bring all the logs, maybe 3 to 5 days max if they use cedar. My problem is that when it's a DIY, they keep coming back for more materials. Yeah. Yeah, if you're like me and you don't plan it out well. Almost there, gentlemen. Almost there. Okay. What do we got here? $267. That's not good. $240. So that's good. But this one is not. This one go in any further? No. Terry, I've not heard from Eric. I do need to contact him because I eventually got to get him some money. But I have not heard from him lately. I have had time. It's my contact him, unfortunately. Great. Now I forget which one it was. Hate that. This one. It's on this standoff. It's slightly off center, so we have potential to screw this up good. And also potential to do a little bit better. All right, so who would drill this out? I need 10,000s. Anybody call me cuckoo for doing this? I need like 10,000s of clearance here. Sorry, the main advantage of running high top was the better. Terry, were you talking to me? Sorry. The main advantage of running high top is that the filter lasts longer between cleanings. Oh yeah, visually that's much better. Make sure that this doesn't interfere. So that's cranked down there. Yeah. Perfect. So all these bolts are clearanced. As long as I use the same bolt like that, we're good. And a gasket, of course. Even without the gasket, they're still clearanced, so that's good. Okay, so I'm about to call it a night here. My wife is calling. So, I have a text message. So, we'll have to put this down tomorrow night. I will wait for you guys to do that. Updates 288. I don't have the. Theoretically, it was shipped March 4th, and it's the 13th. So, and it hasn't moved since it was shipped. And I've asked the seller, who has 100% feedback on eBay. He's been a member since 2004. So, I've asked the seller to look into it, and he said he would. So far, I have not heard as to what's going on with that. Yeah, Ed, this is probably the 20 millimeter bolt. Let me make sure here. Yeah, 20 millimeter. Take care, Brandon. Yeah, Bob, I love showing stuff like this too. I mean, this is interesting, and you know, it's none of these come out exactly the same, so they're all interesting builds in their own right. This will be a different build for all kinds of different reasons. But we're definitely gonna. I mean, this is ready to rock. I'll put it down, but I need to goop it all up and everything. I don't want to rush that tonight, so we will definitely do that tomorrow. Right, the 288 I don't have yet. It's bought. It's coming. I don't know. I have more stuff coming from Jack Small Engines and HL Supply. The air horn, I still need to talk to Eric about. That's my bad. It's a matter of having time to do it, and I had some time this afternoon, and I fell asleep. So, unfortunately, my time is exceptionally limited these days. So, there is that. What else? So far, that's kind of where we're at on things. Everybody's thoughts and prayers go out to James and his wife and the rest of the family. All that stuff, and Terry, I only know a tip of the iceberg compared to some people, especially Bob. Bob knows a lot. The Spike 60. So yeah, a bucket of bolts is super. For these things, you can just take a bucket of bolts and throw them together, which is great. I love that aspect of these. Jay Chavez, hey Matt, Jason here from Western Wisconsin, watching and building in a G66. You're building a 666. Okay. David, jacks can be expensive. They can also be very inexpensive. They haven't updated a lot of their Red Max listings. You could buy the same exact Husqvarna part in a Red Max listing for less. So look for that. Jacks is also a pain because sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, we're shipping, blah blah blah," and yeah, 2 weeks later they haven't done anything. So anyway, Jay, welcome. From Western Wisconsin. Welcome. I'm sorry I gotta go. I will catch you guys some other time. Be safe out there. Have fun. And we will see you guys probably tomorrow night, okay? I'll do my best for tomorrow night. I'm going to be really tuckered, but I'll do my best for tomorrow night to at least get that on there. And if we get the head on and really get the build going, then that'd be great. So we'll see you guys soon, okay? Have a great night. Take care, TD, Brandon, David, Jay, Bob, Terry. Big shout out to James. Hang in there, buddy. We're all pulling for you. Everybody send thoughts and prayers to James Faust. Have a good night. Bye-bye.